Video record starting. 1, 2. It is recording. We are on the air. Hello, YouTube. Let's dive right in.
Hello.
And I have a giant pitcher of water with me today. Like, literally, I have... One of my Christmas gifts was a pitcher filter. So, I have my filtered water, the whole pitcher on the desk with me, with a straw sticking out the piece so I don't have to bother with cups.
Good. I have a lot of time and hopefully less cough. I still have some though. Yeah, exactly.
Alright. A young lady stands in her bedroom due to a violent storm.
Wait, Pri, you haven't
started streaming in the Discord, that's right.
Yeah.
I had gotten the recording going. We're very professional.
Very.
Take 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Okay. Okay.
A young lady stands in her bedroom. Due to a violent storm, her house has just lost power, along with her wireless internet connection. This has severed her link to a popular video game she is playing with a young man at a critical moment. That young man is relying on this young lady to reestablish a connection somehow. This young lady named... It's on the tip of your tongue. What was the name of this young lady again?
Enter name.
Flighty Broad. No, that wasn't it.
One more time.
Rose Lalonde.
Lalonde.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to see your reaction.
It's French.
Your name is Rose. As was previously mentioned, you are without electricity, although your laptop computer still functions on battery power. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for rather obscure literature. You enjoy creative writing and are somewhat secretive about it. You have a fondness for the beastly, strange, and fictitious, sometimes dabble in psychoanalysis. You also like to knit, and your room is a bit of a mess. On occasion, if just the right one strikes your fancy, you like to play video games with your friends. What will you do?
Rose. Retrieve arms from purple box.
The purple package's contents are private. No one is allowed to look inside.
Rose. Writhe like a flagellum and puke on your bed.
Ugh, what a terrible idea. Thought alone makes you sick to your stomach.
Rose. Stroke writing journal and mutter. My precious.
You would only resort to such an embarrassing activity while no one was watching. These journals are for your eyes only.
Rose. Get violin.
You captchalogue the violin, storing it in the root card of your Silodex.
Rose. Play haunting refrain on the violin. Your hussy doesn't know how a violin works.
It could be worse.
It could be. I've seen worse.
You waste approximately 40 seconds playing the violin while your friend is in peril. Nice time management skills there, sweetheart.
John, tell Liv Tyler you love her before impact.
Since your good-for-nothing friend is obviously not going to bail you out in time, you issue words of parting fondness to dear sweet Liv. Oh, if only Affleck could have been the one to make the final sacrifice instead of her stubborn, blue-collar salt-of-the-earth fodder. Then she would fall into your arms for consolation, and you would be the one to make the deceased Bruce Willis proud.
Kellogg knitting supply bag.
You get the knitting bag. It occupies the left leaf card under the violin, per the tree modus alphabetical sorting method.
Rose, lookout window.
Fluthulu. No, it's just Fluthlu.
It's not Flatulu.
No, there's not a ooh. It's just Fluthu.
Ah, Flutlu. Okay, Flutlu.
Your panoramic window offers a view of your yard below, and the mausoleum housing your dead cat, Jaspers, who died when you were young. Your mom had the structure erected with a spirit of scornful irony in response to your youthfully innocent request to hold a funeral for the animal. At least, that is how you have come to interpret the gesture in retrospect. You can also make out a silhouette of the laboratory next door, facility which likely broadcasts a strong wireless internet signal. You may be able to connect to the signal from a different part of the house, perhaps if you seek higher ground.
Rose, get laptop. I wonder how much you remember of the first act.
So far, I remember all the way through the canned goods village. And the discussion between him trying to get a can opener from John, and John being confused about how, and kind of finding out, oh, the commands that we're putting in is someone actually putting in commands. That's about the farthest I can recall. I remember the dog thing trying to warn Jade. That's about all I remember of her stuff, and her sleepwalking and shit.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So I have gotten through Act 1 before. You take your laptop and prepare to make a journey through the home. L is less than V. L is more than K. This causes the tree to be unbalanced, so your Silodex auto-balances itself. Now the laptop occupies the root card, while the other two items comprise the leaves. Yeah, I'm not going to bother reading the letter.
Yeah, no, don't worry. Examine book on desk.
Grimoire for summoning the zoologically dubious. Oh, that's a cute little guy. That's just a little guy. Fresh if fresh had a mouth.
Where the mic was out.
Fresh if fresh had a mouth.
Huh?
If fresh had a mouth.
Oh my gosh, you're right. See, fresh is a little less round.
He doesn't have to be.
He's
He just gorged on one person to quickly jump to the next, that's all.
yeah. He just got okay.
This book is absolutely indispensable for enthusiasts of your ilk, of which there are very few.
Rose, take book.
You take the grimoire.
Rose, go explore the house.
You leave your bedroom. Hanging just next to your door in the hallway is a painting of an exquisite wizard. Your mother collects these awful things ironically. She must know how much you detest them. There is no doubt in your mind she stores these dreadful things in the house to bother you. Down the hall to the right is the way to the observatory. Perhaps you will be able to connect from up there. Your mother's room is also in that direction. You'll have to watch your step.
Rose, tiptoe to observatory.
You approach a juncture in the hallway. Beyond the juncture is the observatory.
Rose, sneak by.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
She's gone. This door leads to the observatory. You haven't ventured up there in quite some time.
Rose, go through the door.
The door opens to an exterior walkway leading to the observatory entrance. You've seen less inclement weather before. Oh, the things you'll do to help out a friend.
Rose, hurry up to that observatory.
She's here. I have nothing to read. Did I lose you? Did Italy decide to separate us for good?
No, okay, Italy is still here. Good.
Yeah, I was saying, was it trying to separate us? Because we're too powerful.
Yeah, it was trying. I sure hope it will try again. Rose, try to connect.
You first put your laptop down on the floor to get it situated. But my removing it from the root card causes all the branches and leaves to be severed. Your items are dumped unceremoniously on the floor.
Rose, see what you can observe.
Lots of meteoroids.
Oh.
You're in a hurry, sure, but that doesn't mean you can't take a peek through the huge telescope. You find a gap in the clouds. Seems a flurry of smaller meteoroids is streaking steadily overhead. You're not sure what this means, but it is somewhat disconcerting.
Rose, stack laptop on grimoire to maximize elevation.
That face is just like, yes, it's all coming together.
Yeah.
You'll need every advantage you can get.
Rose, access laboratory Wi-Fi network.
Oh, I love that background image, actually.
Let me see.
Oh, it's gotta reload the GIF.
It went.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, it's nice. I like the
tentacles.
Octopus mermaid.
There are several signals being broadcasted from the laboratory, each of relatively decent strength. One of them is mysteriously and quite conveniently unsecured, requiring no password. Select the signal and reconnect to the game with John. 40 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
I'm back.
Hurry up and open my door. Not that it even matters. I think I'm probably dead no matter what.
Patience, you still haven't used the new totem.
Huh?
I believe it'll create the item on the punch card.
So what is it? Like an apple or something? What good will that even do?
We'll see. I found no evidence that anyone has successfully created the item. The content of the card appears to be variable from session to session. In one instance, it was described as an eggy-looking thing.
Thing. Oh my gosh.
Welcome. I'm YouTubing Homestuck. Talk if you wish to be on the internet forever.
Whoa!
Real Homestuck hours.
I almost got an inscription. I was thinking about inscription.
Man.
Oh, how far in Homestuck are you?
I have gotten through Act 1 in previous attempts to read it, but then always get distracted. So now we have Franzi here to help keep me focused.
I do not...
The Franster is cracking the whip.
Yes, I do not help, I force.
Hey, I forced them through Zelda, so it works.
I think I'm like chapter 3 or something.
I have read everything.
But yeah, we're currently in the middle of Act 1 still.
Man, I can't wait for Act 5. Well, anyway.
You, the future beckons.
Purple, if you want, you can play a character.
I am keeping Rose.
Or you can just follow, like, silently if you want.
I don't know.
And comment if you want. Like, you can comment whenever you want.
When I was reading it with my friend, I did, like, Jade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We,
I like my sophistication voice that I got going for Rose.
good, good. Okay.
Oh yeah, I
Do
did
we?
John too. I remember. I'm not gonna do
Oh,
John.
oh my gosh! You. There's Dave too. He sounds like a fresh sword.
Yeah.
Man, terrifying. If you Jade is not probably not going to appear that much at the moment.
Yeah.
Mm, man, but if she does, you can act as her.
We're just having fun.
She's
It's
like
all
Marcy
vibes.
Wu.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
doesn't. She's like Marcy Wu. She's part of the main gang, but she doesn't show up till last.
Yeah, it takes a bit. It takes a bit. But when she does, she
Isn't she the one that gets fused with her dog, like Full Metal Alchemist style?
What?
does. Yeah, she does other things too. But
Yeah, she becomes like a dog god.
dog girl. Well, do we do we even have enough of those building jewels to make it?
According to the Athenium, it is a free item. This speaks to its importance, in my view. Now off you go.
Rose, remove door from hinges.
There goes the rest of your build grist.
Rose, put bathtub back.
You probably should have just done this in the first place.
John, take totem to alchemimeter.
Got to get those stupid blocks out of the way first. The Colonel Sprite is getting awfully worked up about all of this.
Rose, remove blocks.
You store the perfectly generic objects in your Fernalia registry, potentially to be deployed at a later time.
John, take bite of apple.
Funky beat time.
Let's go. Well, then you got a bit further than Act 1.
Yeah, I've finished Act 1 a few times and I've gotten further. I've just not gotten to the end of Act 2 before.
Okay. Eat the apple, John. Boom. End of Act 1.
Years in the future.
Oh, we begin. Years
It's
in
the crazy
future.
man!
Years in the future, but not many.
A wayward vagabond records a stuttering step in the sun-bleached dust. Vagabond. Vagabond hours. Vagabond hours.
Man. Act 2.
Tentacle therapist is starting her walkthrough. I'd be inclined to
Man.
dispense with the trite even under less pressing circumstances. Needless to say, I'll forego the inscrutable ASCI banner, which typically heralds the striking freefall of these documents. Also resist the urge to brandish any copyright marks, with a particular neurosis that concerns itself with the theft of the utterly mundane. I'll allow other deranged prospectors to stake claims on their worthless plots as the woods burn around them. My introduction will be sparse. There will be no majestic prose blustering into the sails of a galleon as we embark on this voyage together, nor will there be any ham-fisted prose whipping its limbs under a bedsheet, like a stupid ghost, for that matter. I won't set the stage or dim the lights. The mood, you will see, will be set soon enough. she says, setting up a giant mood. Since you are reading this, chances are you have installed this game on your computer already. If this is true, like many others, you have just participated in bringing about the end of the world. But don't beat yourself up about it. There is never anything you could have done to prevent it. The end is happening right now as I type and as you read. I have come to understand that we were always doomed through our collective ignorance, and now further doomed by those few who know and struggle to flee. If you're lucky, you'll be among the smaller subset of the latter who are successful. What I mean is, while the game you installed is just one more grinding slab of rock sealing our planet's crypt, it is also your only hope to live. I'm presently faced with the same conundrum as you, and though I speak with more experience, my own outcome is far from assured. I will play the game, as much of it as there is to play, and record my findings there. If you want to live, you will do as I instruct. My condolences, TT.
He did it.
Apple logo.
Mm. There's some Bible symbolism over there with John. Oh.
The kernel divides. The two halves go their separate ways, leaving behind the sprite portion.
Boy.
What is left of the sprite undergoes a mysterious transformation. For a moment you thought you heard someone say, "Boy!" as if whispered in the periphery of your awareness. It is probably just your imagination, though.
You there, boy. He's walking.
This large platform. Oh, this would still be you.
Mm-hmm. This large platform. Good grief. What is it, boy?
The alchemitor created the apple, or the tree that sprouted it, rather, right on time to save you from destruction. You're not sure if you can say the same for your neighborhood, though. You wonder what happened to your dad.
You there, boy.
What?
What's that?
It looks different now. After you bit that apple, your whole house seemed to be transported somewhere. Then the apple disappeared and the kernel sprite underwent a transformation. Aside from the change in appearance, the transformation doesn't seem to have any relevant ramifications.
Examine the strange blue vase.
It is the piece of Krugsite you carved at the totem loth. When its contours were scanned, the alchemitor was able to produce that tree. How odd. John's disappeared. Oh, I broke it.
Goodbye, John.
I broke it.
You break everything. Boy, quit all this scurrying around.
Oh no.
You broke
Okay.
it.
All I did was follow instructions.
You broke homestuck. How did you do it?
Home broke.
Home broke.
For the last time, this boy's name is John.
Fine. John, return to your quarters.
You go back to your bedroom, tiptoeing around this weird petroleum-based sludge.
Now, John, respond to your friend unit.
John, are you there?
Hey, yeah, I'm here, and not dead, I think.
I know. I've been watching you scramble through the house like a lunatic. You should have answered me sooner.
Oh man, sorry. I was looking around for my dad, and I can't find him anywhere. You've looked in 2 rooms. Have you seen him?
Yeah, because it broke before we could scurry around further. No, I'm sure he'll turn up. We have more important things to address right now.
Yeah, like, where am I?
I don't know that either, but I've determined your neighborhood was destroyed by the meteor. Wherever you were transported, it saved you from the impact. I've been reading reports in the news. Over the last few days, there have been many smaller meteor collisions with people's homes around the world, and they seem to be getting bigger. Yours was the biggest they've identified so far.
Wow, okay. So then I guess if this is all the game's doing, then the point is for us to save the world?
Perhaps.
Then we'd better get moving and figure this game out.
Yes, but wait. We should retrieve your PDA yet again. It'll help to keep tabs on each other while you investigate. Think I can get you closer to it if I can replenish our grist supply somewhat. There may be a way to recycle some that we already used.
Okay.
I'll meet you out on the balcony.
Wait, Rose, one more thing.
What?
You never even wished me a happy birthday. Hello?
I was working on something to send you, but I was running late with it. I didn't want you to think I believed meager well wishes alone would suffice for the occasion. That said, happy birthday, John.
oh, jeez, that is silly. Anyway, thanks.
That's so cute!
Yeah. First, take the fabric item on the floor. There.
What? What do you need? What? Did your warm perch not stay warm? Did it say it was warm enough and then turn off? Is that what you're fussing at me about? Because if so, I can't help you. It does what it does. The towel? Why? Oh, well, you're the boss. You capture-logged the towel. What now? Hello. Hello, kitty cat.
Do as the purple text says. To the balcony.
John makes his way to the balcony per your awkwardly ordered request. Hello, baby boy. Oh, you're just in my lap now. Hello.
I keep thinking you say that to John.
I have a stormy kitty in my lap. Hi, big boy. Oh, careful. Continue. Sorry. Kitty cat important.
Wait. Take that. The blue wobbly thing.
You whimsically decide to capture the totem, which was used to create the apple tree earlier.
John, recycle the grist as was dictated by your cohort.
John cannot do anything with the grist as of this moment. That is up to the superb player.
I see.
Yes, that will suffice. Rose deletes the perfectly generic objects. 6 units of build grist are restored to your grist cache. Rose extends the grist... Hello. You're in my lap again. Rose expends the grist to drag a new plank from the balcony in the direction of the PDA.
John, run across precarious platform swiftly.
John isn't sure about that. It's a long drop.
Boy, I said make haste on the narrow catwalk.
John is very nervous about the idea, and the strident tone of your commands is starting to make him a little upset.
Fine. Proceed as your level of comfort dictates.
You cautiously walk within the range of the PDA. Rose retrieves it.
Now take it.
Aw, you almost hit the sprite.
No.
You grab the PDA, launching one of the Harlequin figures into the night. You can kiss that one goodbye. Just one arrow command will suffice, thank you. I can't hardly read the PDA I tried. Looks like you're not the only one trying to locate your father after the disaster.
These boring men are uninteresting.
John, are you okay? You seem a bit tentative.
I'm fine, I guess. Since I got here, I feel compelled to do these weird things I don't really want to, by some kind of voice that I can't really even hear. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Perhaps the early symptoms of an anxiety disorder, like post-traumatic stress?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Well, if you can pull yourself together, there are a few more things we should try, like prototyping the kernel sprite again, if possible. We should hurry. My laptop battery won't last forever.
Okay, I will go back inside. No, don't do that. Hop off this ledge onto the car.
What? No, that sounds incredibly dangerous. Arrow, 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 arrow. Now you're just being a pest. Which turnip truck did you just tumble out of anyway? Who are you?
Years in the future, but not many.
An unsealed tunnel welcomes hot desert air into its stagnant depths. Music jump scare.
Good boy.
No, quiet. Will that make you quiet? Okay. Good. Here's in the future, but not many. Upon connecting with the client user, you, the server user, will be met with a control panel allowing you to manipulate your co-player's environment. You will find that you are allowed to deploy 4 items at no expense. 3 of these are rather large machines, and 1 is a punch card. It is quite possible that you have already deployed some of these items before reading this. If this is the case, and you have activated the machine called the extruder such that it displays a countdown, you must proceed to section A100 of this walkthrough immediately. The life of the client user depends on it, and if your co-player has activated this device in your environment too, then yours does as well. If not, please refrain from doing anything with the extruder aside from merely deploying it. This will buy us some time to think things through properly and go over the basics of the game before you find your soft, easily punctured head in the jaws of the lion. As mentioned, there are 4 items to consider, each playing a role in the process which appears to have a singular purpose, to manufacture objects out of thin air. The designers of the game, judging by the language used, regard this process as a sort of alchemy. This may allude to complexities in the production process yet to present themselves, but for now, the variety of objects you are able to create remains quite limited. The items in question are the extruder, again, tread lightly with this one, the totem lath, the alchemitter, and the pre-punched card. I'll describe how these devices work in conjunction with each other, and I'll use the analogy of having a key made at the hardware store to help you understand. First, deploy all of these objects in convenient proximity to each other. Be sure not to block doors or pathways with them. You can always revise the dimensions of rooms to make space for them, but I advise against this or even experimenting with the function. Doing so comes at the expense of build grist, commodity which appears to be at a premium at the onset, and one you'd be best advised to save for later. Removing the lid signals the moment your life becomes a great whirling batshit pandemonium. somewhat resembling the chaos of an especially ethnic wedding. Somewhere, a soused uncle deliberately shatters china on the floor. Muddy livestock is decorated and then lost track of. The question of whose mule is this at times can be heard over the din. This is now your reality. Aside from that, it marks the beginning of the process I am about to describe. The countdown begins, yes. Also, an entity called the Kernel Sprite is released. But neither of these things are all that relevant to this process, to my knowledge. More on these things later. What is relevant is the unleaded Crookstruder's ability to dispense Crooksite dowels. It will dispense at least one, though I suspect it is capable of producing more given parameters I am not yet familiar with. In my key-making analogy, these dowels represent the uncarved pieces of metal which the hardware store employee retrieves from the drawer or the rack and sets about carving into a key. The two following items are needed to do the carving. The pre-punched card. It is a simple Siladex card containing an item. There is evidence to suggest the specific item it contains is variable from session to session. The card I deployed contained a blue apple. Yours may be different. It shouldn't matter, hopefully. Additionally, the card, as you may guess, is punched, like one used with antique computing systems. The pattern of holes comprises data, which I believe corresponds to the instructions for creating the item the card contains. That it is pre-punched suggests there is a way to punch an unpunched card, possibly imprinting it with the data for the item it contains, though no mechanism for this has presented itself yet. But the data on the card cannot be used to create the item directly. There is a middleman. That middleman is the totem lath. This is essentially the key carving machine. It will carve into your Crooksite dowel a pattern of grooves and contours, the sort which makes a key unique. The instructions for this pattern are supplied by the punch card, which is inserted into the lath pre-activation to configure its chisels. Once the dowel is carved, you have a totem serving as your key, which can then be used to unlock the card item through the alchemitter. At this point, I will diverge from my key-making analogy and switch to a barcode analogy, which is not a terrible strenuous leap to make, since the concepts of a key and a barcode are essentially the same, one being a unique pattern of grooves, the other of varying black lines. The alchemitter. If you place a Crooksite dowel, carved or uncarved, on the alchemitter's small pedestal, its robotic arm will scan the contours with a laser, hence the barcode analogy. This is the machine's way of reading the data originally imprinted from the card and transferring that data into physical objects. Though typically this is not done without expense, I believe. An uncarved dowel results in the creation of a perfectly generic object, which is a seemingly useless green cube. It costs 2 units of build rest to make, and I do not advise you waste your resources on it. There appears to be many other varieties of grist, ostensibly used in combination to create different sorts of items, which possibly offer some insight into the game's use of the term alchemy. But quite conveniently, there is an exception to this. Creating the item on the pre-punch card costs nothing. This is good because creating this item turns out to be essential. Now that you know this, you can in your own time begin the process. Once you initiate it, naturally, there is no going back, so best to be prepared. But you probably shouldn't drag your feet too long. As I mentioned earlier, this is your only means of escape. When you're ready, be prepared to follow the steps in the next section swiftly. A100, so your Crookstruder is ticking. Do this to live. I am going to quickly... it was just an error. Gosh, my mouse is spazzing.
Oh no.
Okay. I'm gonna pause recording real quick.
And
Gregory's crying child. And
This is a wild conversation to just come back to.
This is we have Afton family at home.
Wait. Glamrock Freddy is Fredbear, and the Fazwatch is the Fredbear plushie.
Oh, we
Audience
are
at
on
home?
the same wavelength. We are on the same wavelength.
Whatever audience might be watching this at a later date, don't worry, I am just as lost as you.
Well, this is to prepare yourself for homestuck. Homestuck is nothing against what we are saying.
Okay, but Jeremy Fitzgerald.
Also, while I was up, I went
What
ahead and grabbed myself some Chex Mix.
if Jeremy Fitzgerald from the original games is the Bite of 87 victim, maybe, and then you have Jeremy, who is the child, the kid who was killed and put into Bonnie, and then Withered Bonnie has no face, and then Jeremy from Help Wanted is sort of implied.
Face. So Jeremy from Help Wanted is with it.
All the Jeremys have horrible injuries to their faces.
I think Steelwool should make the VR Help Wanted 2's protagonist named Jeremy just for the laughs. Well, anyway,
another Jeremy.
Another Jeremy.
Jeremy Help Wanted and Jeremy Help Wanted 2? I have to specify that.
And this time he's a kid. And this time he's a child.
He's a kid playing Freddy Fazbear virtual experience job training.
Anyway, we can go ahead, Brie.
This is very entertaining out of context. I hope our audience agrees. Because they didn't get to start hearing until I started hearing.
Yeah.
Our secrets.
I was talking about how much of a stupid conspiracy theorist I could get with FNAF.
Yes.
Rain and fire. Fire and rain. I love how she just has resting villain face.
She's not so... She's just like, could happen worse. I have made worse. I have glitters.
In the distance, meteorites fall with greater frequency. The fire in the forest burns so hot, not even the rain is putting it out.
Rose, check status of battery.
Your laptop battery is alright for now, but it won't be for long. The battery in the house doesn't come... The power in the house doesn't come back on. You can think of one last resort. The small backup generator stored behind the mausoleum.
Rose, prototype sprite with Betty Crocker box. Oh no, not that. What? Oh man, you're going to use that? That sucks. What a stupid idea.
We have to hurry along. I'm running low on battery power.
But the cake mix... that's so dumb.
I doubt it matters. Might as well just use any old crap lying around.
Fine, I guess.
Not Betty Crocker.
The sprite is plain hard to get. I guess that's what you get for originally prototyping it with something that engenders mischief and pranksterism.
Do the potted vegetable instead. It looks delicious.
Yum.
Pipe down, you. This is Rose's decision, not yours.
Rose, prototype sprite with Sasaka text.
Oh,
Yes! Sweet! Now we're talking.
see if you can distract it. I'll try to sneak up on it.
John, flail about in a distracting manner.
The sprite finds the distracting manner in which you flail about to be rather distracting. The pesky sprite eludes you again. Not even the great Colonel himself can outfox it. And narrowly missing you with your attempt to create the Colonel sprite, you drop the massive tome. The entire house rattles under the astonishing girth of the book. In the other room, Nana's ashes dump onto the sprite, which is caught unawares by the dowsing.
Inspect Hagash incident.
We have lost our purple.
Oh no. You will be missed.
You find the sacred urn toppled again. This time you're quite sure it wasn't your fault. The sprite is nowhere to be found.
Rose, remove Crookstruder from doorway.
Oh, man.
Okay, 1 second. I am being very angry because I want pancakes.
I was about to say, stop begging for pancakes and read your line.
Never, never. Oh man, where'd it go?
I can't find it anywhere in the house. No time to worry about it. The next thing we should do is get you your server copy of the game from the car. You need to connect to my client so I can repeat your steps and presumably join you wherever you are. We should do this quickly before my house burns down.
What? There's a fire.
There will be soon.
Oh jeez, so move this thing already.
It looks like it requires a lot of grist to move. I don't have enough to relocate the door either.
How much do you have?
0.
Oh, I thought about jumping to the car from the ledge earlier, but that sounds really dangerous.
I have a better idea. Meet me upstairs.
Do again, as Purple would say.
You're about to head upstairs, but you thought you heard something behind you. It's faint, but you could swear it's a small, light-hearted chuckle, along the lines of a spirited hoo-hoo-hoo.
Ignore this woman's antics.
You're not sure you even saw a woman, let alone any of her hypothetical antics. But whatever it was you might have caught a glimpse of, it sure gave you the willies. You head upstairs on your way to the balcony. Your PDA...
William Afton.
Addict.
Okay. No.
You head upstairs on your way to the balcony. Your PDA is acting up again.
Indulge the device, but be curt with it.
Hey bro, check it out. I'm working on some new rhymes.
Dude, I don't have the time for your nerdy raps.
Come on, this is Hells of Ill. Just listen.
It sounds like you don't even believe me that I was about to get blown up. But I really was, and now I'm in some weird dimension that Spurp sent me to or something. And now, on top of that, I think I'm being haunted by my dead grandma.
Huh, for real?
Yeah, it's true, but I'll talk to you later about it.
I think I could drop some sick rhymes about all this.
Man, see, I just don't think all the rapping stuff is really as cool as you think it is.
No, this'll be dope. Check it.
No, I have to go. Bye.
Wait. Armageddon's getting waged on us, but I'm getting armed and dangerous, sending man to space for saving us. See which play is more courageous. Banner Bruce dudes each a truce, put their blue shoots to use and upsuck it. Afflex Criffis would have to Cyclophus, fuck it. Bro, to be a stained glass saint up on the cross, getting hella Christ plagiarist. Bruce, like, off of that crucifix, enough of this fucking savior fuss. Restrained his ass per Maculane Redux, while Buscemi remained dangerous. When a plan goes astray, it pays off a wasted craterous. Ashtray catering to leaves of Mount McConaughey's vague remainder dust. Wait, McConaughey wasn't even in any of those meteorite movies, was he? I don't know. I'll have to make a rap about, I don't know, Morgan Freeman or something being the president. It'll be called Obama Made It So That No One Gives a Shit About Black Presidents in Movies Anymore. See, you've got to fill me in what's going on, so I have something to rap about besides all your dumb shit movies.
Enough strange proity from the red text.
You head out to the balcony to find out what Rose has in mind. She's messaging you again.
The purple text is less irrational than the red text.
I'm lifting the car up to the balcony.
Wow, okay.
Once it is up, retrieve the game, then I'll put it back down on the driveway.
But the door is locked.
Then break a window.
But it's my dad's car.
It's just a window, and this is sort of an emergency. Otherwise, I promise I'll handle the car with velvet gloves.
Alright. Rose pickup car. Incredibly. Oh my gosh.
God damn it.
Ridiculous folly. Inexcusable.
You're inclined to agree, but hey, accidents happen. You double check your PDA to make sure if Rose is really gone. Indeed, this seems to be the case. TG is still pestering of you, of course. But another chum is now logged in as well.
What colors are the words that this chump says?
I'm back!
There's not purple. Oh my. I'm back! Oh, hi. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, I'm down to do it. As I'm
Okay.
munching on my Chex Mix, let me get a sip of water.
Yum.
I'm back!
Oh, hi!
I went to investigate the explosion I heard.
Was it by any chance a meteor?
Yes, how did you know?
Oh man, it's kind of a long story. Anyway, are you okay? Did it blow up your yard or start a fire or anything?
No, I am fine. It landed pretty good ways from my house, and I went to look at it. And it's pretty big, but Beck doesn't want me to go near it, so I came home. He seems to think it's dangerous.
Well, gosh, he's probably right.
Anyway, what have you been up to, John? Oh, did you get my package yet?
Yeah, I was trying to get it, but Rose dropped my car into a really weird, spooky, bottomless pit, and the package was in the car, and I'm really sorry about that.
Oh, no!
Wow, okay, I guess I should start at the beginning. See, a meteor blew up my neighborhood,
That's terrible, John. I'm so sorry.
but I'm okay, and my house is too, sort of. But the game I was telling you about, Spurb, which I was playing with Rose, sort of transported me somewhere at the last minute. But now I'm trapped here, and it's weird and dark, and I can't find my dad. And I just lost the car and my copy of the game in the pit, and I think I have to save the world from the apocalypse.
Well, sounds really crazy and kind of scary, but it also sounds kind of exciting. I don't know, John. Maybe this is your destiny. If anyone can save the world, I think it's probably you.
Wow, you think so?
Yes.
Well, okay, but it's not even that simple. I was about to connect to Rose to help transport her and save her from meteors and fire stuff, but she lost battery power, and now I lost the game disc. So I think I have to get TG to use his copy to save her. But that boy won't shut up and stop rapping his
Boy.
stuff.
He is so silly.
Yeah, anyway, I should talk to him about it, so be right back. The green text was attractive. Now view the red text again.
He is having a hissy fit.
Yeah.
When the film zooms, there will be presidents. I'm like, if that dude's black, I'll eat my hat. Turns out he is, so we're all damn director's got gumption. Wall flipper shit, he ain't shining shoes or something. It's called free emancipation. It's not pres election, it's God ascension. I'm Bruce Almighty. Whoops, different Bruce from the one I just mentioned.
Ah!
Can't explain to me why this ain't condescension to think I'll should a brick. Not even he can convey the intentions with his quick spin wit. Rather defray all this tension, sit on his lap while he whittles a splint. Some guy eyes what he does and patronizes. I guess Negro City's the mother of invention.
Stop rapping for a second. You horse's butt. I have something important to talk about.
What's up?
Rose is in trouble and she needs help. I was going to connect to her with Spur, but I lost my copy.
Okay.
Also, she lost battery power. If she can get back up and running, she'll need someone with the game to get her out of there before her house burns down. So I think you should use your copy of the game to help her.
My copy? That's gonna be tough.
Why?
I lost it. It's a stupid story and I'd rather not talk about it. Should be embarrassing, yo.
I thought you said you had two.
Yeah. One's my brother's copy.
Okay, well, get his then.
Alright, but he's not going to be happy about that.
Whatever. Also, you might want to read Rose's walkthrough to get up and speed on this.
Aw, man.
What?
Nothing really. Look, all I'm saying is that girl tends to lay it on kind of thick, you know?
Rose's eyes.
Your laptop is out of battery power. There's only one thing left to do. Time to make your way to the backup generator.
Rose, knit laptop cozy to shield your laptop from the rain.
That would be such a waste of time. Besides, you already knitted one a while ago. You retrieve it from your knitting bag and apply it to your laptop. Capture log the laptop plus cozy.
Rose, equip grimoire to strife specibus.
That would be incredibly ill-advised. There are some dark forces you just don't want to mess around with. You understand this better than most. You put the book down.
Rose, recapture log your items.
You grab the knitting bag and the grimoire, in that order. It's always a logistical puzzle with your tree modus. The tree auto-balances, leaving the knitting bag accessible in the root card.
Rose, allocate knitting needles to strife specibus.
You feel a lot more comfortable with this as a weapon. You're so handy with those needles, you feel like you could probably use them to fillet a swordfish. You lose the root card in the process, severing the tree. Hey, careful with all that stuff.
Knit plush cuddle Cthulhu to soothe nerves.
That would also be a preposterous waste of time. Besides, you're quite sure you've never heard of this creature called Cthulhu before. There are, however, many other specimens of the zoologically dubious you're familiar with, such as...
Rose, consult the grimoire.
Flu. Little foul patrish, and of misery. To hear the mammoth belly gurgle is to know the epic of joy has come to an abrupt end. And Yerbriglith, shame beast, king of grotesquerie, writhe lord of the moist beyond hood. Hearing his melodious chirps and tongue clips causes one's bones to explode. Looks like some of the My Little Pony horror I've been seeing on my TikTok feed.
My gosh, what is the My Little Pony fandom doing?
Some zombie mutation clones apocalypse horror story thing.
Dang. Crazy.
Fluttershy has eaten Rarity. And of course, there's Oglogoth, the Deep One. Whenever he grinds his teeth, all the children of a random galaxy somewhere will frown continuously for 9,000 year span. He is the first and smallest of the smaller gods, pointed in servitude of a vile, unfathomable pantheon of middling gods, which caters to the whims of the noble circle of horror terrors, an omniscient, omnipotent order of the elite few, forever cloaked in the darkness of the furthest ring. And then there's a strange page containing some rather mysterious notes on summoning procedures. Never been quite sure what these diagrams are getting at.
Rose, take items and proceed downstairs.
You recapsulate everything the way you want it to appear in the tree and head downstairs. Figure that's enough dilly-dallying. Time to move on. Wonder if this rain will ever let up. It's driven since the month began, perhaps long enough to forget its purpose. It no longer even knows to assuage fire. Somewhere a zealous god treads these strings between the clouds and the earth, preparing for a symphony it fears impossible to play. And so it threads on, delaying the rise of the conductor's baton. How you hate this season. April is the cruelest month, breeding lilacs out of the dead land, mixing memory and desire, stirring dull roots with spring rain. American sports legend Charles Barkley.
Confront mother in hall.
Surely your mother is lurking nearby. Should be prepared for an unpleasant confront. Oh,
What?
psych! There's this really cool dude, okay? He's standing around being all chill, like cool dudes are known to do sometimes. Cool dude like this probably has a really cool name. Probably wouldn't just tell you what it was if you asked. Maybe you're way too busy for that. Busy being totally sweet. You could always try to guess his name. If you're right, he might nod ever so slightly. That's cool dude's way of letting you know there might just be hope for you yet.
Enter name.
This guy doesn't have time for this sort of bullshit.
Try again.
Your name is Dave. It is an unseasonably warm April day. Your bedroom windows open to let some air in, and your fan is cranked. Arguably even more cranked would be your fly beats, which brings us up to your variety of interests. Cool dude like you is sure to have plenty. You have a penchant for spinning out unbelievably ill jams with your turntables and mixing gear. You like to rave about bands no one's ever heard of but you. You collect weird dead things preserved in various ways. You're an amateur photographer and operate your own makeshift darkroom. You maintain a number of ironically humorous blogs, websites, and social networking profiles. If the inspiration strikes, you won't hesitate to drop some fat rhymes on a mofo and represent. What will you do?
Dave, quickly retrieve arms from cinder blocks.
Nah.
Dave, get the dang beta and save your friend's life.
This notion strikes you as nonsensical. Can't imagine how a video game could save someone's life. In any case, you're quite sure no one you know is in any danger. Anyway, these are your copies of the beta you received in the mail recently. If you labeled them with your name in bold red print to distinguish them from your bro's copies, who labeled his in kind. Neither of you really gives a shit about this game or has any intention to play it, but you'll be damned if you let that get in the way of your campaign of one-upmanship.
Dave, blate like a goat and
This is not a bad word.
And base it on your turntable.
So I know he doesn't do this, but you want to hear me bleat like a goat?
Sure.
Meh.
That's not a goat.
Oh yes, trust me, that is a baby goat who wants this bottle. Meh, 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 meh.
Isn't that not a goat, sheep?
No, that is how a baby goat who wants its bottle sounds.
Ah.
They literally say meh. Sheep have a bit more of a reverb to them. They're more of a meh, meh, meh. They're very similar sounds, though. You would never consider allowing any fluid even remotely resembling urine to touch your beloved turntables. That would risk breaking them. The world without the gift of your godly science just doesn't sound like a place you want any part of. While you're at it, you might as well wipe out human civilization with a meteor or something ridiculous like that, which will probably never happen. The sort of thing only happens in stupid idiot movies for stupid idiots. You will, however, contemplate bleeding like a goat for ironically humorous purposes at a later date.
Dave, examine closet.
This is your closet. This is where you keep a lot of your crap. Like that box. And that bottle of... What is that? Is that...
Dave, check the blue box.
This is a package that your friend John Egbert sent you for your 13th birthday a little while ago. Now it contains nothing except for a note and a certificate of authenticity vouching for the genuine wood memorabilia which the box originally contained, and which you are now wearing to be ironic, but also to be incredibly cool in a way somehow intangibly related to the ironic nature of the accessory. You find it sort of exasperating to explain these subtleties to people. The box has included a signed photo of Ben Stiller, which now proudly hangs in your closet. Above your closet.
Box.
Proudly and ironically.
Ah, I'm sorry. I got you.
No worries. It's a long lot of reading. You capture the box through your hash map fetch modus. Your modus's current hash function resolves the index by valuing each consonant at 2 and each vowel at 1. The total is divided by your number of cards, and the remainder is the index. The box is capture-logged in card 5.
Dave, examine jar of unknown yellow substance in the closet.
Oh, hell yes. It is an unopened container of apple juice! You thought you were all out? It's like fucking Christmas up in here. This is so great. You've got to tell John about this immediately. He'll be so excited.
Dave, take juice.
Capture log the juice into card 7. I'm not doing math.
Dave, access Pester Dave, access Pester Chum and Pester John.
You can't pay me to do more math than what is absolutely bare minimum necessary.
Honestly, I understand.
Math was my worst grade in school.
Oh, man.
In addition to letting your buddy know about this outstanding juice windfall, you figure you'll wish him a happy birthday while you're at it. In your own cool, sort of roundabout way, of course. Good thing you looked at the box he sent you, or you might have forgotten. You also might as well ask him about that beta. The kid's been harping about it for weeks. It'd be cool if it came on his birthday. He'd be one happy camper. Oh, that's a neat little background, too. I think Rose's background is still the best.
Yeah,
his is slick.
It's blue, which is good.
Let's see. If you want this read, go to the last episode. It's the exact same conversation. And I read the Game Bro review last session too. You open the Hephaestus web browser and direct it to your ironically maintained blog, where you post monthly satirical reviews of Game Bro magazine. Your latest post is a review of the March issue. You've been meaning to write a review for the latest issue too, but you've been sort of dodging it. Something about the game they're reviewing just doesn't strike you as ripe for satirical purposes. In a new tab, you open another one of your sites, a webcomic ironically maintained through a satirical cipher vaguely similar to that of your blog. It's called Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. You have legions of devoted fans, most of whom are totally convinced of your creative persona's sincerity, which is just how you like it.
Will we read the Sweet Bro?
So, another reason you should watch The Good Place. There is a warning about the stairs.
Oh my gosh, you are real.
For real. So, not in the exact way, but there's a whole stair gag throughout much of the show. And one of the main creators and whatnot, people involved with it, put on Twitter, when asked about the set and whatnot, is like, well, we warned you about the stairs. So, it is confirmed a Homestuck reference as part of why they did that thing.
Good. There is always a need for Homestuck.
I clicked, but before you had a chance to read it.
Dave, check the latest page of the Midnight Crew.
You figure as long as you're chilling at your computer, you might as well see how that new MSPA story is going. You haven't looked at it in a while.
Midnight Crew.
You are members of a sinister gang called the Midnight Crew. Nefarious plots are serpentine in complexity. Your schemes convoluted. You're planning a heist in your underground hideout. What will you do?
Use Occam's razors on plans and schemes.
Uses Occam's razor to carve a circular hole into the Heights plant, freeing it from the knife. You wonder what moron would jam the knife so hard into the table in the first place.
SS. Climb ladder and exit hideout. Implement nefarious plots.
You push against the manhole cover, but it seems some unbelievable jackass has parked your getaway van on top of it. A familiar feeling stirs. That feeling is overwhelming, soul-blackening rage. Sort of rage that'll make a man feel totally justified in sporting an unnecessary, elaborate assortment of fancy blades.
Dave, skip ahead 100 pages or so.
You don't remember where you last left off, so you jump way ahead. You always forget to save your place in the story. Looks like tempers have become short in this pressure cooker already. Speculate the typing point may have been an ill-advised motion for a game of 52 pickup.
Dave, save your place. Read it later.
Even though adventure began recently, it's already 3,000 pages long. You just don't have time for this bullshit. You'll catch up later. Besides, it looks like someone's pestering you. I'm pretty sure you know who this fucker is.
Like half of the people who read Homestuck, who tried to read Homestuck. Dave, answer chat. Well, now it's your turn to have fun.
Yes, that's where I'm going to take a nice long sip of water. In some cultures, the persistent refusal of a lady's invitation to play a game with her would be a sign wanton of disrespect. Either that or flagrant homosexuality. Well, oh no, look, I'm busy, okay? I've got a lot of shit on my plate, and I am sort of a big deal, okay? I know. Sometimes I wonder how you ever allowed to pay for meals in restaurants. It must be hard to keep a low profile when you're always overhearing odd voices whisper, "It's that guy who has a blog." Seriously, dudes be worshipping me left and right. You can hardly walk down the street without stepping over torsos of the prostrate. Navigating the urban landscape, I'm sure, is difficult enough without an obstacle course of deferential flesh and skyward asses. Perhaps adapting the art of core to your unique environment would help. Yeah, I mean, damn. Like, there's this scruffy little shit at my feet, an orphan or something, I don't know. Face flush on the pavement. Like, dude, you listening for a stampede or buffalo or something? He waves a look at me and gives my shoe a little kiss and scurries the fuck off. Heavy as the crown. Yeah, not kicking all over twisting the fucking face every day is my gift to the world, I guess. Breathtaking magnanimity. Among other things, I just give and fucking give. Indeed, nary a jewel tumbles from your wish box of daily exploits, which I imagine does not sparkle. Oh, for fuck's sake, you're just lobbying for me to play that dumb game. Baseless accusation. Look, I'm telling you, Egbert is all about that game. He'll play it with you and probably be tickled stupid about it. I know this very well. I cannot hasten his mail delivery, however. Yeah, I'll hassle him some more about it. And look, how about this? If you ever find yourself in a position where your life depends on me playing that piece of shit game, then I'll play it. Will that make you happy? More than you know. It perfectly mollifies my grief over the demise of chivalry.
John, what are you doing? Stop doing nothing.
Meanwhile, in the present, in place where the present may be a concept of dubious merit, John is spacing out. A vague and forceful thought jolts him to action. Maybe does that bumping sound come from the other side of the door? What is that? A thick, unpleasant fluid pools from beneath the door.
Troubling. Investigate this.
There's a trail of some fluid in the hall leading to your room.
Dave, play some hauntingly sick beats.
Had enough of the computer for a while. You feel like you've been messing around on it all week. It's time to get your jam on. Pull up your trusty AKAI MPC 1000 sampler. Prepare to get sick nasty. That's not bad. That I could play. I'm gonna stop there before I, too long.
Dave, take a sip of the apple juice despite what John said.
Those beets are so fresh and belong in produce aisles. What you're talking about? Soccer moms be thumping that shit for ripeness like melons. Know what I'm saying? After beets that fresh, it'd be crime not to reward yourself with a celebratory swig.
What?
You can't do it! John's got you all twisted up inside now. All you can think about is Mandel's gross monster piss. Damn you, Egbert! You recapsulate the juice. I have lost you once more. The Friendster has been stolen from us. Silence is all we have.
Okay, I'm back. Ah!
Why did you die?
Hey. I don't know. My internet. It does not want me to continue homestuck, but I shall continue anyway. Dave, allocate sword to strife specimens.
Your strife specimen is already allocated to the blade kind abstratus. There's no need to allocate it. You can wield your sweet ninja sword as a weapon once it is in your strife deck, but you have to capsulog it first before moving it there.
Dave, capsulog sword.
The ninja sword occupies the same card as the juice, expelling your juice from your Philodex. It splashes all of your turntables and copies of the beta. Ugh.
Dave, get a towel or something.
You'd head out to get a towel from the bathroom across the hall. Glance at one of the many radical puppets in your bro's collection and nod in approval. Is there anything not awesome about your bro? No, you think not. You enter the bathroom. There's a damn towel on the floor you can probably use for this crisis. You stop to pay a little respect to one of your bro's boys up there. Hey, little man, how's it hanging?
Dave, capsulog damn towel.
You take the damn towel, expelling the box,
Dave, search the bathroom for something slightly less damp. Moist.
Now you just decide to bring this towel out in the toilet to make it less damp. It's now just a towel.
Dave, take towel.
Love all the stupid little puppets around here.
Of course you like the puppet.
They're dumb looking.
Take the towel
Give
and grab the box
pancakes.
again while you're at it.
Dave, clean up the juice.
You clean up the juice with the towel and hang the damp beta envelopes on your line to dry off. In the breeze of the fan, the betas jostle near the open window. This arrangement is a little disconcerting. If they fell out, it sure would be a stupid way to lose them.
Dave, turn a fan.
The crisis is easily averted. You can't imagine it'll ever resurface later in any way, shape, or form. The beta is as good as yours forever. You should probably go pester Egbert again. You wonder if you found the beta yet. You also might chat about your respective Siliduses and fetch modi. The topic happens to come up. You wonder if he is anywhere near as smooth with his Silidix as you are. Probably not. It's probably not even humanly possible. Suddenly, a rambunctious crow flies in the open window, snatches the beta, possibly to make a nest with, or maybe just for the sake of being a brainless, feathery asshole. You yell at the bird.
That's not very cool of you.
You accidentally launch your ninja sword. Everything goes fine out the window, dead bird and all. No one can ever know about this.
Look at the hands. Dave, look out the window.
Yeah, you can kiss all that shit goodbye. Feel sorry for the bird, but at least he never planned on using that beta ever. Anyway, now that the bit of ugliness is behind you, you guess you can look forward to several more hours of messing around in your room. Whoa, wait, what? Oh, snap! You prepare to descend the stairs to your living room. You're standing eye to eye with a familiar foe, 20-foot-tall granite statue of the mighty wizard Zazarpan the Learned. Your mother had him installed through a hole in the roof with heavily-duty crane. Just look at that mystical gaze. To peer into those aloof, glassy eyes is to arrest the curiosity of any mortal. To behold the wisdom concealed in the furrows of that venerable face is to know the ceaseless joys of bewilderment itself. Any man so fortunate as to catch askance his merry twinkle or twitch of whisker shall surely have all his dreams fulfilled. You find this grisly abomination utterly detestable.
Rose, psychoanalyze mother's love of wizards.
There is nothing to psychoanalyze. Mother clearly has no real affinity for these damn things. She only collects them to spite you. If anything, she finds them even more repellent than you do. She's just a committed woman.
Rose, go downstairs to the kitchen back door.
You descend to the living room area of your home's expansive, open layout. There's a sound of rushing water beneath the floor. It tends to strike guests as a strange presence in a living space, but it has become hardly audible to you through familiarity. And there's the front door, but hopefully there's no need to make the long trek around the house in the rain. Might as well see if you can slip through the kitchen and out the back unnoticed.
Rose, view mother's solid copper vacuum statue.
Okay, but it's bronze, not copper. But it wasn't always. A while ago, you gave this as an ironic gift to your mom for Mother's Day. You even customized it with a drink holder to support one of her ubiquitous alcoholic beverages. She liked the gift so much, she had it bronzed and put up on this pedestal. She even left it plugged in so it can still be turned on now and then, but never to do any cleaning. It never leaves this display. Sometimes at night, when you're in your room, you can hear it wailing from downstairs. She must know you can hear it. She's completely deranged.
Rose, grab Eldritch Princess.
It's too big to capsulog. Not that you would want to move it anyway. The pretty princess doll has been sitting there for months, ever since your mother got this abomination for your birthday as a totally passive-aggressive gesture. You decided to make it much less abominable by knitting Her Majesty a new head and new arms. Now it brings a mischievous smile to your face whenever you walk by. Your mother hasn't removed the doll yet, and probably never will. She'd never be the one to blink first.
Rose, acquire umbrella for protection from elements.
You're getting a hell of a time accessing that. You're going to have hell of a time accessing that card when you need it. Guess you'll just cross that bridge later.
Rose, peek inside kitchen.
The liquor bottles are out in full force. Mom is surely nearby.
Rose, investigate richly colored object in middle of screen.
That would be your refrigerator, whose surfaces have customarily served as the battlefield for a chilly siege of passive-aggressive one-upmanship. This is a drawing you did of your cat Jaspers when you were younger, along with a poem about him. Your mother bought this ostentious $15,000 frame for it, and has welded it to the door. Using the colorful magnet letters, you recently left a succinct message, which may or may not have been directed toward anyone in particular. But you couldn't find the letter W, so you just stuck two V's together. Your mother then purchased a fresh pack of W's and left them there for your convenience. Appreciative of the thoughtful gesture, you left her a sincere thank you note, which you had legally notarized and then marked with a drop of blood. But part of it was touching the floor, so your mother was kind enough to lift the lower portion of the document with a velvet pillow.
Rose, attach.
This is just so extra. I love this.
Yeah,
I
they
love
are both. They are both so extra.
I love that they're so passive aggressive.
Okay, but this is literally the exact same thing as the notes on Sansa's sock. But mean-spirited.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's true.
It's the exact same thing, but with a different spirit.
Move it to your room.
Vibe.
Okay. Rose, attach W to face as a fake mustache.
Your kitty's meow.
Yes, and he's reaching up with his claws and... Nope, he sat down. He decided a lap was not for him. And here we see the elusive Rosigi. The Wa Rose, if you will.
Wow.
What are you doing? Kitty being a silly. Yeah, you're being
Rose
a silly.
is also being silly.
Yeah, but Kitty is cuter.
Oh.
You can't tell me I'm wrong that a kitty cat is cuter than this drawing. This is a good drawing and very silly and fun, but it is not as cute as
Rose
Kitty
is
Cat.
silly.
I never said she wasn't. Rose is very much so being a silly.
Silly.
This is incredibly silly, and you're not sure how it fits into your campaign against your mother, or getting your computer back online to escape your doom. It's hard to resist getting a little silly sometimes, especially when you're absolutely positive no one is watching.
Rose, capture log W.
But the unsightly void in the W pack won't do, nor will the gash in the plastic. You deposit 12 cents in its place, which is your approximation of the letter's value. You also make a vow to return later and neatly sew the plastic shut.
Rose, think of ways to one-up mother.
Oh, is it lap time? Is it lap time, baby boy? No? The fact that I called attention to you climbing into my lap made it not lap time? You now wonder how to address the pillow situation. It seems the woman has you at a clear disadvantage. Perhaps slipping a fresh doily under the pillow would do the trick, or maybe spilling a bit of Worcestershire sauce on it, then having it dry cleaned and returned along with a laboriously ingratiating apology note. No, there's no time for anything like that. Or maybe, just thinking aloud here, could use the entire pack of W's as M's. Oh yes, that would burn. I've already done something with the W pack, and there's no need to go back and gild that lily. Still get business. That pillow's screaming for rebuttal.
Bro,
Hi, babe. And
shall
no
the
biting.
velvet pillow.
No biting. Sorry. Had to protect myself.
Kapcsalak velvet pillow.
You decide to take the velvet pillow and lovingly embroider a poem in praise of motherhood on it. Hopefully you can pull this off before she notices it's gone. That causes your tree to be pretty unbalanced. It surely will auto-balance itself in a moment. And just like that, the umbrella becomes accessible in the root card. That's one of the things you love about the tree modus, the happy surprises.
Rose, head out the back door.
Okay, enough's enough. Time to get... Gah! You don't know how she does that. You're never safe in this house. And of all things to be doing during a power outage, she's up to her ironic housewife routine again. That mop bucket doesn't even have any water in it. What an absolute madwoman.
Rose, hop over counter, landing a roll.
This bird's gotta fly. Youth roll!
You throw!
You throw.
Oh my god, it's Papyrus flying out the window.
Well,
Now the goddamn stupid wizard ass bitches of fucking
oh my gosh, Fresh would not be happy.
Fuck Fresh.
Meanwhile, in the past again.
You're almost done patching up the hole in your window with the gaffer tape. It's hard to get any work done when people keep pestering you all day. Guess you better get to that.
Babe, answer Chum.
Speaking of Fresh, here's another sunglassed dude.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh.
Purple, so you missed her earlier, but you wanted Jade?
Pancake. Wait. Oh yeah, Jade. I guess I could do a Jade voice. Let me think.
You don't have to if you're not feeling it.
I'll just do a freaking girl voice then.
Hi, Dave.
It's up.
Not much. What's up with you?
Bro.
Ha! Good one. It's alright being chill, I guess. You know how it goes.
Great. Feeling cold today? Mr. Cool Guy?
Oh man, you know it.
So cool.
You know shit is ice cold up in here. Shit is wicked bananas, I'm telling you.
So have you talked to John today?
Yeah, we were just talking a while ago about how he sucks at his Siladex. You believe he uses stack? That kid's ridiculous.
Lol. Well, that doesn't sound like much fun.
What was it that you use again? Wait, never mind. I forgot. Whenever you talk about your goofy moduses, I get a migraine. What do you want with John?
I want to tell him happy birthday and ask him about his birthday package.
Yeah, I was being sort of cagey and told him to check mail because I was wondering if mine came yet.
I think it did.
Yeah?
And I think mine came too.
So, I guess you want to know if he likes it or something?
No, he will not open it. He will lose it.
Oh, well, sorry to hear that, I guess.
No, it's good actually, because he'll find it again later when he really needs it. Which of course is why I sent it in the first place.
See, I never get to how you know these things.
I don't know. I just know that I know.
Alright.
Anyway, I have to go. I have to feed Beck, which is always a bit of an undertaking.
Man, if I were you, I'd just take that fucking devil beast out behind the witch and blow its fucking head off.
I don't think I could if I tried.
Yeah, say hi to your granddad for me too, okay?
Yes, I guess an encounter with him is almost certain. It is usually intense.
Yeah, it isn't always with family, but he sounds like a total badass.
Yeah, he totally is. Anyway, gotta go.
See ya.
Heart.
Oh my gosh, Purple, I love your Jade voice.
It is very cute.
It's perfect. They get phone.
It'll be handy to have your phone on standby so you don't always have to come back to your computer whenever someone pesters you. This way you can text message people no matter where that you are or what outrageously cool thing you're up to. So, cool.
So cool.
John, pursue adversary into that room.
Never meanwhile in the present, sort of. Once again, the slippery antagonist eludes you. You only find more of these unpleasant, oily smears. Someone is pestering you. Both your PDA and computer register the messenger. And once again, dear Franzi has died.
No.
This keeps happening at the literal worst
Screams.
moments.
Great. Okay. This chum will know what to do.
Excuse me. Alright, I'm out of my room now looking for my bros game.
Oh, good. Yeah, there is no sign of Rose yet. I hope she's okay.
She comes back, I'll be ready. I don't know what you're talking about, because this could get ugly. Brought my phone, I also took my awesome katana with me in case things get too hot to handle. They always do.
You mean that cheap piece of swag you have on your wall?
Fuck you! It's sharp and it's awesome and it's a sword, end of story.
Okay, I don't really care. I'm in my room again. I really think there's someone else in this house. Like monsters or something.
Howie?
Haha, I wish.
Dude, monsters aren't real. That's stupid kid stuff for stupid babies.
Maybe, yeah, you're right.
What are you, an idiot? Of course there are monsters in your house. You're in some weird evil monster dimension. Come on, skepticism is the crutch of cinematic troglodytes. Like, hey mom, dad, there's a dinosaur, ghost, or whatever in my room. Yeah, right, Junior, just go back to bed. Fuck you, mom and dad. How many times are we going to watch this trope unfold? It wasn't goddamn funny the first time I saw it. Just once I'd like to see a dad crap his pants when his kid says there's a vampire in his closet. Oh shit, everyone, in the minivan! Be fucking dad of the year right there.
Okay, stop. What do I do?
I love Dave.
He's great. He's so funny.
Dave and Ben would get along stupendously.
Oh my gosh, they would! They would!
And no one listening has any context.
Oh man, Dave suddenly shows up, like, out of nowhere. He acts as if everything's normal. Oh.
He's just a chill dude. Who needs therapy, clearly.
Who needs therapy when you have cool?
Yeah, who needs therapy when you have swords? That is a good question. It's why I really should mount my master sword on the wall, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. But once I do, all my needs for therapy will disappear.
You know it.
I'm out in the living room. He's usually here, but I don't see him. I be playing his mind games. He's always pulling this ninja shit. All I see is little Cal over there. I couldn't remember if he'd read it or not, so I just went for it.
Okay. We were at Hammer.
Oh yeah, man, I did jump. I jumped bad. What do you have? A hammer? Man, so lame. Okay, whatever. You should look into weaponizing your Silodex. My bro's always getting on my case about it, but man, it's not so as easy as it sounds. You're fighting monsters left and right. You don't have much choice.
Okay, I guess I can read up on data structure some more. How is it going there?
I'm out in the living room. He's usually here, but I don't see him. Might be playing his mind games. He's always pulling this ninja shit. Well, I see his little cow over there, so I guess he can't be far.
Haha. Oh god. So lame.
What?
See, I just don't know why you think it's cool. His ventriloquist rapping thing.
A little cow? No, man! The little cow's the shit!
That's fine. You are entitled to your opinion. I am just saying that being a white guy who is a rapper with a ventriloquist doll is not cool by any stretch of the imagination or by any definition of the word cool, ironic, or word otherwise. That's all I'm saying.
To be fair, the amount of talent it takes to be able to do that is actually cool. If it were real. Like, that is a lot of work, because ventriloquism is hard, rap is its own skill set, putting them together cannot be easy.
Yeah. You heard it here and now. Bro is cool.
Yeah, bullshit, Cal's dope, puppets are awesome, John Egbert blows, the end.
Yeah, more like the opposite of all those things is the thing that is true. I'm going to read. Good luck with your bro. Read your book. Stay wary of these foes.
Monsters. Only stupid babies who poop their diapers believe in that stuff.
Rose, you stroll right out the front door.
No.
Aggrieve! Stab her in the eyes! Oh wait, she doesn't have any. Blotto Perry. Stain. Ironic negligence.
I guess passive. A beautiful pony.
Okay, they're always the same. Alex's mom has satisfied her strife quota for the day. She simply returns to her housework. No point in going out the front door anymore. Might as well head back out the back like you originally planned.
Rose, first be the pony, second trample mom.
You can't be this stupid pony, and frankly, you can't imagine why anyone would want to. Give the pony a begrudging pat on the snout anyway. Her name is Maplehoof.
Maplehoof. John, turn around.
God damn it, why do I even fucking bother? Good news, finally. Your revolting incompetence can be put to use. Instead of accidentally firing Silodex full of steak knives into your priceless oil painting or your beloved great aunt, you can turn that fumbling fury towards one of your foes, such as the ability to grasp painfully simple concepts. Bad news, I'm tired of explaining myself. Horse to you gibbering fuckwads. In this chapter, I'll be phoning it with the liberal use of diagrams and shitty-ass clip art. What are you going to do about it? You're going to wiggle in your own viscous secretions like the worm you fucking are, that's what. Here, learn something for a fucking change. Hey, asshole, here's some notes. Purse your lips together into a stiff pucker. Apply them firmly to my rear end. I now pronounce you man and wife. Get in the kitchen and make my ass some dinner, bitch brain. My ad-libbing cracked me.
That's just, I love
Matt.
it. I love it. Frenzy can't swear, so you just put in extra swears.
Anytime I do... No, I literally... No, I'm just the sort of person that when I read and I'm not, like, in a... When it is not...
swear.
When it is not a professional dramatic reading, I just ad-lib and have fun with it. I just get stupid with it for no reason.
Man. Here I thought that you were trying to balance me out.
No, I'm just just amusing myself, because after that I tickled myself into giggling.
Man.
You're trying to read, okay? This book is already unpleasant enough as it is, without weird voices in your head nagging you to do things. Besides, I thought we already agreed there's no such thing as monsters. Fine, I'll interrupt your reading and turn around, but you don't see what could possibly. Oh my god, it's a monster.
Ah!
The bunny! Don't move or the bunny gets it!
Put the bunny back.
Put the bunny back in the box! Oh my god.
His arms fell off.
John.
Rose.
He's fucking dead. You leave through the back door. Nearby is the transformer which distributes electricity from the underground generator powered by the river flowing beneath your house. The transformer is struck by lightning, though, and no longer works. You wonder if your mother has any plans to have it fixed. You guess she'd rather just play her mind games in a dark house like a weirdo. You can see the mausoleum and the portable generator across your backyard. You're almost there.
Rose, use umbrella.
Oops. You gather your items and begin the soggy trek toward Mausoleum Ward.
Get up, John. This is no time for slumber.
That's no longer a hammer. I take 1 damage. I take
Gross.
1 damage and he gives up.
Forget the W, the W, and make haste to the mausoleum.
Retrieving the W never even crossed your mind. It's just a stupid magnet.
At least there's someone smart. John, salvage your weapon and fight on.
Sweet catch! Trying to guess which one will be next, and I've gotten it right once. Under the bunny! Under the bunny!
That's a captcha log. You said. Put the bunny back in the box.
Now why couldn't he put the bunny back in the box?
Now Zolt, victory, spoils are yours.
Climb to Juice Squirt. Climb to Wrong Plucky Tot. Gel Viscosity plus 15. Cash Limit plus 30. And you have acquired currency of 125. The amazing victory allows you to scale the first 2 achievement rungs on your X ladder. You are now a plucky tot with a new feather in your cap to show for it. Your X ladder rewards your bold ascent with 125 boon dollars. You waste little time in storing them in your ceramic pork hollow. Additionally, climbing the rungs has boosted your gel velocity and cash limit. By expanding your cash limit, you've made room for all that nice grist you just collected. You now have 32 fragments of build grist and 10 fragments of shale.
What about that card?
It seems that Shale Imp had allocated the bunny to its strife specialist. Sort of a stupid thing to use for a weapon, but you might as well grab it and stick the bunny in your strife deck while you're at it. It'll at the very least be safer there.
Bunny.
Okay. Bunny. Oh my gosh, it's a bunny! Purple.
Bunny.
You group the 2 specified in your strife portfolio. No self-respecting strifer would be caught dead without one.
Gather the scattered bits of your large hammer.
Oddly enough, it seems breaking the sledgehammer altered the abstratus from hammerkind to handlekind, even going as far as expelling the head of your smaller hammer from your deck to force compliance. You didn't even notice in the heat of the battle. You grabbed the sledgehammer handle, expelling the useless Harlequin figurine.
Now repair the hammer.
Merge the sledgehammer head with its handle and return it to your strife deck, repairing the hammerkind abstratus in the process. The smaller hammer handle is ejected from the deck, since of course handles of any sort no longer belong in there. Obviously.
Fine. Now what?
Dave's pestering you. But you don't have to deal with his nonsense right now. Something's amiss in your room. Can't quite put your finger on it.
Rose, hurry and activate the generator.
Fire up the generator and drag a cord into the mausoleum. Of course would be foolish to run the generator inside a confined space. Generator safety is everyone's business.
Rose, defile tomb.
Sorry, Jaspers. Have to make space for the laptop. Besides, your final resting place is already a mockery. Should have decomposed years ago under a bed of petunias like a normal cat. Not given to a taxidermist and fitted with a tiny custom-tailored suit, then stuffed in a coffin built for infants.
Rose, plug in your laptop.
You plug in your laptop and connect to the internet signal again. Everything predictably falls out of your Silodex, but you're not about to get bent out of shape about it. You have bigger fish to fry. Looks like Dave noticed you're back online. He pesters you like clockwork. There's John. What on earth is he up to now?
The door, John. Look at the door.
You're right. Didn't Rose yank the door off its hinges and pop it onto your bed? Someone or something has put it back and left it slightly ajar.
Incredibly alarming. Investigate. What? This is so outrageous.
No, nothing. Rose, Pester John.
Oh, there you are. John said your house was burning down. Are you in fire yet, or what? No, for now I have retired to the safety of a smaller building, which is much closer to the forest fire threatening my residence. Oh, well, that's relief. John told me to get the game to help you get you out of there, so I'm working on that now. Working on it? Yeah, my bro's copy. Long story. Hey, don't tell John this, but I think he might have been right about the puppets. They're sort of starting to freak me out a little. You're referring to your brother's collection. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's cool and all, the semi-ironic puppet thing or whatever, or semi-ironic. I don't even know, I'm just starting to think some of this shit is going a little far, and it's kind of fucked up. I've seen his websites. I like them. Yeah, well, you would. Oh man, I wish a little cow wouldn't look at me like that with those dead eyes. Fucking Christ. Sometimes I dream that he's real and he's talking to me, and I wake up in a cold sweat and basically flip the fuck out. Interesting. Oh god, why did I just tell you my dream? You're going to have a field day with that. I am currently scrawling notes furiously into one of the many psychoanalysis journals I maintain for you. Published papers forthcoming. Because, you know, it's not like either of us have anything better to do at the moment than to evaluate each other's radically debilitating pathologies. Yeah, I'm gonna get fucking moving. Oh, have you heard from John? He's not answering me. He won't answer me either. But I am watching him. I suspect he is preoccupied with the fact that he just had a bucket of water dumped on his head by the ghost of his dead grandmother, who happens to be dressed like a clown. Alright, I'm out later.
Interrogate this mad woman.
Who wants to do Nana Sprite?
Purple, do you want her, or shall I go full old woman?
I don't really do old people voices, but I could try.
It is totally if you want to or not.
Okay.
Nana?
Yes, dear?
Wow, you scared the living daylights out of me. Well, I guess it was a really great prank. Good one, Nana. Anyway, are you really my dad, Nana?
Of course, John. I have come back to help you on your journey through the medium and beyond. I am delighted to see what a fine young man you have turned out to be, just like your father.
Okay, I guess I will take your word for it. I don't remember you at all. My dad said I was really young when you died. Hey, speaking of which, do you know where he is? I looked everywhere for him.
Get back, foul beast!
He's fighting.
Your father was kidnapped.
Oh no!
When you crossed over to the medium, he was apprehended by the very forces of darkness which your presence here has awakened.
What? Okay, so what is this medium you are talking about?
It is where we are now, a realm that is a ring of pure void, dividing light and darkness. It turns in the thick of the insiposphere, a place untouched by the flow of time in your universe.
You mean because we are inside a computer or in the game software or something?
A computer? Why, what is that, dear? Some newfangled contraption like the horseless Autobox car?
Well, it's like this machine that,
Of course I know what a computer is, John. I was just pulling your leg.
Oh, okay.
No, John, you are not inside a computer or software or anything like that. Try not to be so linear, dear. The software that brought you here was merely a mechanism that served as a gateway. Its routines in a way serve to invoke this realm's instance. Yet it stands independently of any physical machine, and somewhat paradoxically, always has.
I'm not sure I get it, but alright. So what do I actually need to be doing here?
I think it would be best if we started with the big picture.
Gone.
That's a lot of curtains.
So many.
Oh, I like this song.
Above the medium, in the gates residing at the core of the insiposphere, is a place known as Gaia. Legend holds that Gaia exists as a dormant crucible of unlimited creative potential. What does this mean, you ask? I'm afraid my lips are sealed about that, dear. But needless to say, where a realm of such profound importance is concerned, forces of light will forever be charged with its defense, while forces of darkness will just as persistently covet its destruction. And as it so happens at the center of this realm, whose fate is in question, these very forces duel on a stage, stuck in eternal stalemate. Yes, they have dueled in this manner forever. That is, until you showed up.
Exposition, mother.
Exposition, grandmama.
Me?
Yes, you, John. Before your mishap with my ashes, you may recall the sprite's previous incarnation, which resulted from its kernel's hatching. You see, this hatching occurs automatically in response to your arrival. The
My
result
gosh,
is a
pause.
pair of
I need to
kernels.
open the door in my house. 1 sec.
Exposition, Granny.
Yes, exposition, grandmama. Grand exposition, ma.
the lore, Nana.
Lord, why is that tickling me so much?
And then, back in the 80s, there was something called the missing child incident, where, where, some kids went missing. And, there was rumors that one of the co-founders named William Afton was the
William
murderer
Afton.
behind these children
I'm sorry.
dying,
I heard
disappearing, and there was also rumors that since the robots smelled so bad, and then animatronics and animals smelled so bad that the children bodies were theorized to be inside of them, and that's where he hid his victims.
I agree. Sorry for the interruption. I'm back.
We were just making fun of Lore Granny.
Lord. Okay.
The result is a pair of kernels, one dark, one light, each carrying the information they were prototyped with before the hatch. One goes down to a kingdom entrenched in darkness, the other up to a kingdom basking in light. Each comes to rest in an orb atop a spire, of which these three others in kind. There are three others in kind. The four spires are situated above a throne, and these two thrones preside over the respective sovereign powers. And once the kernels are situated, that is when the game is afoot. The true war begins. Light versus dark, good versus evil. This is a war that the forces of light are always destined to lose, without exception.
A quest of futility, then.
Definitely a different narrative than usual.
3. Be very aware.
We haven't even gotten
the
to the
story.
trolls yet.
The trolls
No,
will be way
it's
later.
already something you have to remember.
I
Well,
vaguely
really-
remember this from previous attempts at reading.
Doesn't Carcat not show up to like chapter 3? I think.
5.
No,
Chapter
Carcat. There's he talks.
Ah,
on the
well, yeah,
panel.
but you don't know his name then. You don't know his name. Oh my gosh, you're going to love Karkat.
Isn't he the guy who just screams? He's always
Yeah.
yelling.
He's angry.
Yeah. And he swears a
hap-
lot.
What are we doing, huh? Words
Wow,
reading.
really? Then what's the point?
That remains for you to find out, dear. For you see, the journey you are about to take is the ultimate riddle.
Wow!
Whoa! Whoa! Why is he going whoa?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Wow!
For now, your objective is to proceed towards Skya and pass through the first gate situated directly above your house. Not even terribly far. The gates will become progressively more difficult to reach, so you'd better be prepared to sharpen your adventuring skills.
How am I supposed to get up there?
You build! Build straight up like in Minecraft!
You made the joke before I could.
Okay, I get it now. So I guess the battle against good and evil is sort of irrelevant? I don't know. That all sounds kind of weird, but in any case, we build the house to get to these gates, and then I can save my dad.
Remember, John, always build straight up, but never dig straight down. You never know what could be below you.
Lava.
Yes, John?
And then, after that, we build straight down. We solve this ultimate riddle thing and save the Earth from destruction.
No, you don't dig straight down. I just said that. Oh no, I'm afraid not.
It's nice just being the spectator for a bit. Just this slow descent into oh no.
There's nothing you can do about that.
Oh. So no digging.
You sounded so genuinely hopeless. You were so sad. You were like a kicked puppy.
Oh.
Sometimes I get too in character.
Your purpose is so much more important than saving that silly old planet, though.
And that is no digging. No digging. Yes, I will have to agree with the float hag about that.
Floating. Slime. She's
Just gonna slime his poster, huh?
Nicolas Cage. John, you are such a good boy. I know you will succeed.
Thanks, Nana. I will follow your advice. I will just dig straight up.
You're a good
Dig-
boy.
dig.
Good boys.
Yeah, I said that correctly. We
No,
will
you
dig
said-
straight up.
Build straight down
No.
earlier.
We will build straight down and dig straight up. I have not gotten anything wrong.
Are
We
you
make
sure
it.
you've played Minecraft, John?
I'm thinking we might be experiencing some Franglish.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Franglish being the Franzy English.
No, this is perfect English.
You're a good boy, and good boys deserve treats.
Alright, what will I eat?
I'm going to go bake you some cookies.
You got some cocoa beans from the jungle, right? We are going to.
Do you put the wheat in a furnace?
There was
We
a
are
music
going to
group.
kill LB when they go to listen to this. LB is going to die to this tomfoolery of ours.
Hi, Sif, for your enjoyment later. I'm dying. Oh my gosh. I should have not built straight down.
Francie, go get some water. Like, I have chugged nearly an entire pitcher of water during this. Go get yourself some aqua.
I have it here. My gosh.
Minecraft was better in the good old days when all we had was dirt and stone. Now I
Did I ever tell you about my Herobrine experience in old Minecraft?
what?
Yeah, I had a
I think you
actual.
mentioned it once.
Yeah, ancient Minecraft, when the nether looked ugly as fuck and had nothing in it except for netherrack and gas, and all gas dropped was more
Man,
gunpowder. This is back when gunpowder was called sulfur.
Mm-hmm.
And, different types of trees all dropped oak saplings, so you could not get other types of wood. All wood turned into the same type of planks. Chests were full blocks. They didn't have any sort of shaping to them. And the generation was buck wild. It is old beta Minecraft. I am, just like the day before, had heard about Herobrine. I was like, okay, that's a fun little story, la-di-da. I am playing on my shitty little laptop in the living room. Just kind of, I was like smelting stuff or organizing my chest. I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but I was in a birch log shack that the roof of it was the leaves from some of the birch trees that had grown close together, and then I chopped down a bunch of others to connect them with the logs. And my floor was just a checkerboard of chests and furnaces, because that's what my brain decided to do for some reason. And I'm doing stuff with my little checkerboard floor, and I have some windows in this little shack, and like 3 blocks of glass to make a glass stepping stone to, like, the back door. Because it was floating a block up off the ground compared to the other door. And I hear, as I'm doing my things, glass shatter. I hear a glass block break. No joke. So,
Dun, dun, dun.
I freak out. I log out of my world, go to the menu, collect my wits, turn it to peaceful, because I was also new to playing with enemy mobs at the time. It's like my first time playing on easy rather than peaceful. Take a moment, dive back in, look for the damage. No block is missing. The only other place glass would be was I was trying to do a dome over this giant donut-shaped abyss that was surrounded by cliffs, and I was trying to do a glass dome over it. But that was way too far to be heard, and I wouldn't have been able to notice anything anyways. So, like, it couldn't be that. So, back on the pause, having collected myself, I look up from my laptop screen to the back door that is in front of me. Said back door, in my real-life house, has cracks running through all of the glass. No joke. The back glass door of my actual house is shattered.
No.
Man,
Hero Brian broke my actual door.
that would be very spooky.
So what had actually happened, Dad was out back weed-eating the concrete patio and had hit a rock. And the rock had hit the glass back door. But props to Minecraft sound team.
Man.
Anyways.
You got. Your friend was gonna come through your window and get you. Gonna break through your tiny glass door. Gonna break through your glass door and get you.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways.
Have you ever seen Mid Canyon Passion of the Craft?
I think so.
I don't know.
With Tommy in it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the Tommy
I'll have
one.
to
Yes,
show you.
saw it. Hey, Pre.
The hug mentioned cookies. Pursue her.
Hey, Pre.
Yes.
I'm writing the reply to the thread. Here's a little sneak peek. Put it in void screen.
Hee 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 hee. Oh god damn it. That's just what you fucking need. More fucking baked goods.
John, you do not say no to cookies. I command you to get them whether you want to dig up or build down.
You've totally fucking abjured the hell out of that bullshit, stupid moron idea. You're so busy abjuring, you don't even notice Rose has been trying to pester you this whole time.
Rose, hit John in the head with box to get his attention.
You give John a swift drubbing in the noggin, but he is undeterred. That is some fit he is throwing. Perhaps you'll take this spare moment to contemplate the Nana Sprite's strange tale. May it also behoove you, like a pony, to record your thoughts on these developments in your game at Facts Walkthrough Journal. It can be hard finding time to update it. In fact, you're not even sure where you found the time to write what's already in there. Oh, is that so, Jaspers? And just who do you think you're looking at with that smug grin? Last thing you need is sass from a dead cat. It's pretty much all his fault you're in the middle of this mess in the first place, so he can just button it.
John, cookies now.
You refuse outright! Who does this fucker think they are?
This impudence is insufferable. Go get the cookies.
Oh, and you put it so fucking politely, how could John decline?
John, you are stupid.
You really need to work on your manners.
Stupid, dumb.
Like a toddler. That's not a command. It's nothing. It's stupid. You're stupid.
For the last time, I command you to go get the cookies, boy.
It's just not going to happen, buddy.
Years in the future. Cookies.
But really not enough to write home about. An agitated finger slips mid-keystroke. Beans! Canned mustard. Human etiquette.
And why is there for human etiquette? It's to show the Eucharist in church. Why is that?
Unlocked album, Homestuck Volume 1. Click here to check it out.
Oh. I didn't know it.
Cool.
Nice.
Free, what do you think of this little sneak peek? In wood screen.
I'm not free, but I think it's fun.
B100. The long and short, the medium too. I may have been a bit hasty in advising you not to bother with the prototyping process. If I spared any detail, it was only to optimize your chances of survival. If you find yourself begrudging the absence of certain instructions, which if followed would have resulted in your demise, then I guess that makes two of us. Otherwise, you're welcome. But the fact appears to be that prototyping the kernel sprite before making your getaway may offer the only opportunity to exercise control over your new environment, a place known as the medium. Also, if prototyped with one or two sufficiently, albeit loosely, humanoid and or sentient elements, living or otherwise, it offers the chance to have all this explained to you by an apparitional guide through whatever sort of cryptic, sketchy doublespeak your choice of prototyping element engenders. In lieu of this, you may be forced to settle for my clear, thorough explanations and assiduous dissection of raw data. Again, don't mention it. If you have made it to the medium with an unmolested vanilla sprite, well, I've already covered the bad news about this missed opportunity, and will go into this further soon. Though to what extent this actually is bad news, I'm not sure. I know only the result of my co-player's current configuration, wherein the sprite was prototyped once before departure and once after. Which brings us to the good news, which is that you can still prototype after your departure, and salvage the massively rewarding experience of haggling with an exposition-slinging phantom guide, so long as you avoid prototyping with terribly inert items, such as a brass door knocker in your father's pornography collection. Actually, that might be interesting. If you are struck by the spirit of such experimentation, please don't hesitate to contact me about it. So yes, you can enhance your sprite in this way. Doing so after your departure will no longer induce this effect on the medium I alluded to. That can only be accomplished with one or more pre-departure prototypings. In fact, we can extrapolate there are only so many ways to prototype a sprite. Tiers of prototyping in relation to departure. Both before, one after, both after, only one, either before or after, none. Those occurring before will affect the medium through the kernel's hatching process, and your guide, i.e. the sprite. Those occurring after will only affect the sprite. The effects this process has on the medium, or more globally, the insiposphere, are still vague to me. They have to do with flavoring the forces you will struggle against, and generally all forces at odds with each other in this realm. It has given me some insight into the nature of the game, which again I derive through extrapolation. Appear to be engaging in an instance of a dimension with a highly flexible set of parameters, and a series of objectives surrounding an equally flexible mythological framework. This framework seems to begin as a sort of blank template, and evolves with the player's actions, and likely further evolves with the addition of more host-client connections, and thus more prototyped kernels. I regret to say I can't be much more specific than that, without loosely extrapolating further. There are plenty of questions that have occurred to me, however. questions concerning the kernel sprite, which have raised implicitly already, such as what is the effect of an unprototyped kernel on the medium, or double prototyped kernel for that matter. Even more salient are questions about this dimension itself. Do all players worldwide make it to this dimension if they successfully complete their departure? Or is a unique blank instance of the dimension created for each new player? I have no evidence, but instinct tells me it is closer to the latter situation. There's no indication of any other players present in this realm. Alterations in the realm seems singularly centered on the actions of my co-player and myself. If I had to stake anything on it, I would guess every separate client-server pair activates its own fresh copy of this Insifisphere, or a unique session, if you will. But the quantity of players is a further complication which invites more questions. Seems the game was designed to suit two players most naturally, the server and the client. But through a mishap, my co-player and I have slipped out of the obvious tandem arrangement. The only logical course of action to continue playing is to string a daisy chain of server-client connections together until presumably the chain is complete. Theoretically, we would complete this chain with only one other player, functioning as the server to my client, and the client to my current co-player's server, assuming he can recover it. The strange thing is, though, in our instance of this dimension, there are 4 receptacles for divided kernels, not 3. Does this mean we are destined to have a 4-player chain? How could the game know such a thing? Perhaps it does, and if this proves to be the case, I trust I will be sufficiently numb to the realization. I can consider nothing about this game surprising at this point, and in fact that from the first moment to play, it managed to deviate so far from my expectations I completely forgot what my original purpose with it was. I had chances to test some information I obtained on good authority during the prototyping phases, completely lit my mind. Instead, the game's catacombs secured the dark twisting past of necromancy were blundered into rather on accident. Perhaps you don't need to know any of this. Rethink organization. Lead may be waist deep legorhoric sludge. Trim down. Blah. She's not finished with this yet. Jeez, cut her some slack. Maybe you could go bug someone else for a while, or at the very least at someone else. Someone else.
Months in the past, but not many.
Purple. Your star has a rose.
She woke
Did
up
you
from
fall
the bed.
asleep?
Woke up right from the spring lock.
Did you fall asleep?
Right from the
Did I put you to sleep?
No, I was like half paralyzed because I'm writing about FNAF. And then I am help me. Anyway, dude. Hi, happy birthday, Rose.
Hello, and thanks.
Did you get John's present yet?
I just opened it this very moment. What a stunning coincidence you would ask about it now. I am stunned.
Yeah, I know. What will you make with it?
And who said it is something from which something else could be made?
Well, John did tell me what it was, duh.
I suppose I'll take a stab at learning the craft. It's the least I can do in response to the subtle dig concealed in his gesture. He often tells me I need a new hobby when I make perfectly reasonable analytical remarks.
I love that Rose is like thinking about passive aggressiveness and gift because of her mom.
Yeah, everything's passive aggressive for her.
Oh, but Rose, I don't think he meant anything like that by it. You see, not everybody always means the opposite of what they say the way you and Dave always do.
Maybe. His birthday's in a few months, isn't it?
Yep, I finally finished a present for him. I've been working on it for years.
Years? It's so hard to tell when you're joking, or if you're even capable of it.
I just mailed it too, so it is sure to get there on time. Mail takes a while to get anywhere from here.
I'll probably craft something with strong sentimental value. That should burn him.
I don't think you really mean that.
I guess not. So shall I expect a green package dropped to my house via airmail from wherever screwball cranny of the globe you're tucked into?
No. Sorry, but you're sort of hard to shop for. Besides, I have something for you today that I think you'll like better than something in a box.
Oh?
It is a tip.
This is already intriguing enough to compensate for the great scarcity of lavish gifts parachuting from the sky. Please go on.
Did you have a pet a long time ago that died?
Yes.
Okay, well, how did you feel about your cat? Did you love him a lot?
Okay, well, I didn't mention it was a cat or that it was a male. Let's pretend I'm surprised and you're embarrassed and move on. To answer your question, I would describe my feelings toward the animal as lukewarm.
Okay, that's fine. It doesn't really matter, I think. Just, what if someone told you you could play a game that would bring him back to life?
If someone told me that, I'd regard the remark with a great deal of skepticism. If that someone was you, on the other hand, then I would have to ask preemptively, is that someone you?
Yes, that someone is me. I just thought you might find it interesting.
So, what is this game?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying is all. I think you'll hear about it later and maybe you can talk to John and Dave about it. They're way more into all that stuff than I am.
I'll see what the word on the street is about it. In due time. For now, I should probably order a copy of Knitting for Assholes. It would be a shame if I ran late with John's present.
Dave, get katana.
You capsulog your katana and prepare to venture out into the apartment to retrieve your bro's copy of the game. First, maybe, just maybe,
Dave, retrieve that bird. Poor bird.
dude, that bird is long gone. It probably won't last long in this heat anyway. You don't even know what's up with this heat. Sun threatens to set, but won't step off. Staring you down like a big red eye of a hot needle skipping on a groove it's tracing round the earth. While lingering in midair, its heat seems to suspend time itself, stretching it like a warped vinyl. It's meant to rain this season, but there ain't been a drop in sight. Even a little drizzle would help. Might help to fizzle the sizzle a little bizzle. Set the record straight on this global turning tizzle. So don't change the dizzle, turn it up a little. I got a living room full of a fine dime brizzles, waiting on the pizzle and dizzle and the shizzle. G's to the zack, now ladies, here's the kizzle. When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like a tot, drop it like a tot, drop it like a tot. English romantic poet John Keats.
Dave, exit your room and go into the living room.
Sorry, little dude, coming through. Gotta put you down for a bit. You figure you left him hanging long enough.
Dave hastily entered the room with wild abandon.
You barge in and see a familiar face. A friendly face. You stand in the living room. Your bro spends most of his days in here. At night he crashes on the futon over there. You don't see him anywhere, though. There's the puppet chest he stores little Cal in when he takes him out on gigs. But when he's home, he usually leaves Cal on display somewhere. With good reason, because Cal is totally sweet. So sweet. Man.
Dave. Pity the fool.
It's your brother's Mr. T puppet, which of course is kept in the apartment with a sense of profound, humorous irony. As usual with your bro's exploits, this is no ordinary irony, or anything close to a pedestrian tier 1 ironic gesture, which is a meager single step removed from sincerity. This is like 10 levels of irony removed from the original joke. It might have been funny like 8 years ago to joke about Mr. T and how he is sort of lame, but that was the very thing that made him awesome and badass, and that his awesomeness was also sort of the joke. In this case, the joke is the joke, and that degree of irony itself is also the joke, and so on. Only highly adept satirical ninjas like you and your bro can appreciate stuff like this. It's cool taking stuff that other people think is subtle, is funny, but you know really isn't, and making it funny again by adding subtle strata of irony which are utterly undetectable to the untrained eye. Also, for good measure, Mr. T is wearing a leather thong and handcuffed to a pantsless Chuck Norris puppet. God, you hope you can be as good as your bro at this someday. You never tell him that, though.
Dave, find little Cal and give fist bumps.
Cal's nowhere in sight. All you see is a bunch of your bro's weird nude puppets strewn around haphazardly. You guess these things are kind of cool. Sorta.
Dave,
I like the Kermit.
Play
Kermit's
a game
cheeked
on the
up.
Xbox. They freak me out.
It looks like your bro was playing. It's not like him to leave in the middle of some totally intense gaming. Not like him to misplace Cal either. Man, you hope the little guy's alright. Oh, there you are, dude. Didn't see you there. We be chill today, Cal? Yeah, you better fucking believe we be chillin'. Cal's the man.
Dave, resist great urge to play Bro's Xbox.
You fail to resist the urge. You start thrashing up stunts, something uncanny brutal on your guests for mad snacksio. Get this rude hunger under control. Shit is basically flying off the hook. It's like shit wants nothing to do with that hook. The hood is dead to that shit. You get stuck in some poorly modeled 3D fixture or something, like a railing or a piece of the wall. You'll have to reset. Fuck this bullshit.
Dave, give little Cal a bro fist bump.
Aw, man, you almost forgot. Gotta give the Seaman some props.
Dave, check out your bro's sweet gear.
Your bro has so much sweet gear, it's hard to keep up with it all sometimes. Here's his computer setup. He usually got a lot of stuff cooking on here at any given moment. Since he's not around, you might as well sneak a peek.
Dave, look at your brother's computer.
Ah, hell no. Your bro's computer is password protected, of course, to protect all the incredible top secret shit he's got on the burners. Of course, you know what the password is, and he knows you know it, and you're both cool with that because the password is the most awesome thing it can be. You enter the password. On the desktop is a hodgepodge of unnamed folders to store all that stuff he's working on. No one can decipher his organization system but him. He also tends to use the application Complete Bullshit to stay up with the ludicrous amount of websites and news feeds he monitors to stay hip to the scene.
Dave, open complete bullswag.
This is complete bullshit.
Dave, check if Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff has a sweet update.
Your bro keeps up with your projects in his aggregator just like you keep up with his. He's tuned into your various blocks, and of course Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff, and navigate to the latest comic in one of the many bullshit feed bands. Yeah, I don't think I can. I can't. I tried.
Dave, mouse over the orange stripe containing the plush brum.
Another one of your bros' many ironic websites. The difference here is he rakes in thousands of dollars a month through this enterprise. Smuppets are a multi-billion-dollar-a-year enterprise, and it's awfully hard to resist taking a firm squeeze from the plump udder of that cash cow.
Dave, stop wasting time and look for Bro's beta.
Guess he messed around on his computer long enough. Better get a move on before it's too late for Rose, or worse yet, your bro catches you. But my god, the rumps. Those asses. They're transfixating. You know this is ironic and all. Your bro reaches echelons of irony you could only dream of daring to fathom. Rare occasion, when your guard is down, it all seems just a tad fucked up to you. He do be turning his head.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Hey there, Cal. With the real
Dave.
human eyes.
Give Cal a nervous fist bump.
Look, Cal!
You are sort of starting to flip the fuck out. Without losing your cool, of course.
Dave, Pastor. Sorry, what you were saying?
Doesn't Dave's brother have like a puppet kink?
I mean, that's the first thought in my brain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dave, Pastor John to ease your nerves.
You get Egbert on the line again to give him the lowdown on your progress. Feel it's important to keep the wires hot. He's not answering. You wonder what that guy is up to. Hey, what happened with the monster that is totally definitely in your room? Did you kill it? Where are you, man? Anyway, things are cool here. Totally cool. Puppets are still awesome. No problem with them or anything. Like, just really, really, really awesome. Looks like Rose is finally logged in again. Didn't John say her house is burning down? Wonder if she's on fire yet or what. We keep losing Franzi at the worst of times.
Dave, Pastor Rose, I'm back. Hello.
Oh, there you are. John said your house was burning down. Are you on fire yet or what? Oh, nope. Already read this. This session, even. John, what are you doing? Snap out of it. We ought to discuss what your grandmother told you, don't you think? Fine. Enjoy your stupor. I'll go about my business elsewhere.
Rose, deploy the punch designics.
John, whenever you read this, you should know I put the shell you collected to use and finally deployed the punch designics. It is in your study. Can only drop it though. You'll have to be the one to mess around with it and see what it does. When you are finished with your weird histrionics, maybe you could give it a try. I'm updating my walkthrough and it would help to know what it does. Also, I should probably warn you that your house and yard are completely infested with monsters now. Try to be careful.
So I can see, stupid lousy imps. They're mucking up all my cool stuff.
Oh, there you are.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm not sure what came over me there. I was acting really crazy for some reason. But my head feels like it's clearing up. I think I'm alright now. John, rebuild the claw hammer and return it to specimens.
You're getting way better at this sort of thing.
John, confront Pogoride and to prepare yourself for Nana.
Thank God your sanity has returned so you can entertain extremely rational, coherent thoughts like this one. Examine the pogo ride from your bathroom window. You do not like what you see.
Please.
There's those sons of bitches. No one risks painful injury on your cream slime ghost pogo ride. No one but you!
Drop something heavy on one of those imps. Okay, I missed. Rose, my piano! Aww!
Sorry, no nuance to these controls at all. I was hoping to bludgeon the imp without letting go of it. Guess I can't really do that. Broken piano isn't the end of the world, though.
I guess you're right.
You'll need to pick up the spoils in person. I can't interact with the grist.
So that means I have to go out the back door?
Yes, is there a problem?
Well, it may sound dumb, but I was hoping to avoid Nana and her spooky ghost cookies.
You're right, that does sound dumb.
Can you see her in the kitchen?
Yes.
What's she doing? Is she baking?
You could say that.
Are you sure you can't get that grease up to me somehow?
Maybe.
Rose, use Pogo Ride to fling grease through window.
Doesn't look like the grist is going anywhere. You just never know with these gaming abstractions.
Rose, drop Pogo Ride in John's bathroom.
The bathroom.
John, get greased.
There you go. Now why don't you check out the Designex? You can do that while I get to work.
On what?
Piano level up for slaying the imp.
Man.
The piano in its valiant effort has unfortunately been slain. If it hadn't, it would have raked in so many $boon you have no idea. So many.
Rose, it's time to build.
Nana said to build, so that is what I am doing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But this sure is going to take a lot of grist. Looks like you're going to be busy, John.
Blah. Well, what are you building?
Stairs. They are fairly expensive, actually.
Oh, man. I could have warned you about stairs, Rose.
I'll try recouping some of the grist from the catwalk I built earlier.
It keeps happening.
Ah, good. Looks like I can get a refund for earlier allocations.
I told you, Rose. I told you about the stairs.
Okay, consider me fully briefed on the matter of stairs. Now, if you don't mind, it's hard enough to concentrate on this without immersing ourselves in Strider's non sequitur.
Did you know he thinks puppets are cool?
Does he?
He's so dumb. Rose, use Bilgerista to construct observation tower on roof.
Okay, you obviously don't have enough grist yet for something that ambitious. Can get started with something of a foundation for upward construction, at least.
John, check cabinets for imps or useful items.
No imps in here, just a lot of shaving cream. Dads love shaving. It's basically all they do. When they're not baking, that is.
John, bring 2 cans of shaving cream.
You capsulog 2 cans of shaving cream, just in case. You never know when you'll need to bust out a hilarious shaving cream Santa beer to ratchet up your prankster's gambit. Your telescope goes flying out the window.
John, ride Pogo Ride.
It's a little cramped in here for any sort of proper reckless pogoing. You'll just grab it and hang onto it until the right moment presents itself. Stop, computer brain. The towel floats back down to the rack. The circle of stupidity is complete.
Rose, check up on Nana Quinn, see what's cooking.
That's a lot of cookies.
Oh my gosh. John, make your way to the study.
She just fucking vaporized that critter.
Yeah. She has lasers.
Oh, that's a lot of cruxtrusions. Cruxite. Looks like the imps have taken a shining to the cruxtruder. Cruxite and black goo everywhere.
John,
Ride Slammer Pogo and one-up the temp.
Okay, it's not a Slimer Pogo, but you mount it anyways and brandish your deadly armaments.
John, ride your steed to victory.
I mean, he does it.
If it works, it works.
This is incredibly dangerous!
John, flip the funk out.
Let's see how they like the little double barrel lit leather blaster. Whoops, oh shit!
Mr. John, respectfully, ask that you please stand up.
Don't move or the pogo gets it!
Now, sir boy, flee from this boorish rubble post haste. Haste.
Youth, roll! Nice, abscond, dude!
Refrigerator, level up for slaying the imp.
The refrigerator skyrockets up the extra ladder to a new rung. 5-star General Electric and earns 285 boon dollars. Things are really looking up for this feisty appliance.
Well done, John. Polite congratulations.
For some reason, he feels a sense of positive reinforcement. Wherever that feeling is coming from, it sure is welcome change from your erotic moods earlier.
Now, my civil fellow, I have a well-mannered query to ask. I've got a small query for you.
I blocked the entrance to the study to give you some space to work with the designex. John, imp's behind you. Should I take care of it? You trapped your PDA again, didn't you? Why did you have to pick up all that stupid shaving cream? So pointless.
What comes next? Rose, drop something heavy on one of those imps. John, might I bother you for a can opener?
Oblivious to the commotion behind you, suddenly you find yourself pondering the whereabouts of a can opener. I think there's probably one in the kitchen, but the path is blocked by your refrigerator. John is completely unresponsive. What the hell is that nincompoop doing?
Years in the future.
And I think... Oh no!
Hi, Cosmo.
The exact
Oh, no.
moment, the exact moment I'm thinking I'm tired.
Oh!
I'm just like, I feel like this is a good place to cut it for now. And then we have the girlfriend drop.
She was just trying to spook us with her spooky noises.
Oh my god.
Anyways, I think I have
Good,
hit
good.
my limit.
Yeah.
No more Homestuck. Homestuck is
today.
over, party.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways,
It's freaking...
yes, to be continued.